with you in the
Okay.
ring, how do there's going to be a lot of new audience, a younger audience who gets to see you fight in person for the first time. What if you told them to go back and look at some of your past fights, what are fights you think they should watch to introduce themselves to you?
All of them. All of them. No, Ike Cortez. Ooh, that was a good one. Ricardo Mayorga. Sugar Shane Mosley, the first one. The second one too. It's like we went to war. Even Floyd Mayweather. If you want to see me get my ass kicked, watch Manny Pacquiao. Let's see. Yeah, there's a lot of them that. I mean, you go way back, like my third round knockout with Gabriel Ruelas. It was like LA rivalry, and so I just look up all the fights. They were pretty cool. All the highlights, whatever.
So if you prepare for a fight like this against an MMA fighter who doesn't have the same striking ability that you've had in your career, what of your past fights do you look at that you think will get you hype and get you up for this matchup?
You know what? I mean, I think a fight that I'm gonna watch a lot is Bernard Hopkins. Even though he stopped me with a body shot, I felt I was winning the fight, and even Bernard would say that I was right there. But because he's a huge guy, Bernard. So it's a fight that I'm gonna watch carefully again and study. But what I really have to study is I have to go back to and watch, and we have started watching Belfort's fights, and because the punches come from different angles, so I have to get used to that as well. Like, yeah, he has his homework to do, and because my punches come from different angles as well, but his punches come from different angles, so that's one thing I have to be careful of.
Oscar,
Did you have a conversation with Bernard about? Were you like, Bernard? I was winning, or did he tell you, hey, you were winning?
No, we've had it. Yeah, we've had it. He knows. I don't think he'll admit it, but.
Would there be a part 2 on Triller card as one of your fights? Maybe you and Bernard?
No, not at all. Crazy.
Okay, now Belfort has said that he possibly could kill you in the ring. I mean, why would you choose an MMA guy to put your record on the line?
Yeah, it's just the challenge, the whole challenge of, the whole challenge of fighting a style that is totally different, it's a big challenge for me. It was, and the guy that's heavier and stronger, where the punches are coming from different angles. It's like everything's a challenge. I mean, from top to bottom, Belfort's a challenge to me, mentally and physically and stylistically, so that's something that I'm gonna have to figure out.
Oscar, talk to us about, obviously, Mexican fighters fighting a few days before Mexican independence, always very important.
Yeah.
However, you're also fighting on 9/11.
Right.
You won, obviously, gold medal for the U.S.
Yeah.
So basically representing both, what does that mean to you, especially here in Los Angeles?
Yeah, no, I've always been proud I've always been proud of my roots. It's funny because it's like all my life I've always felt like, okay, I'm not from there, but I'm not from here. Like, where,
Yeah.
Okay, I have a gold medal. I'm U.S. I've always been very proud, but proud of my roots. It's basically it. So that's the reason why we've always fought on that weekend. It's a big weekend. But I think you brought it up. Somebody brought it up where it's 9/11. Like, oh snap! Like, wow, that's even it stands for something huge. It's, I don't know what it is. It's like stars are aligned or whatever. It's like, but the 9/11 and the whole Mexican weekend. It's like, yeah, it's going to be a special night.
You said you've gone. Oh, go ahead.
You changed this fight from an exhibition to a real sanctioned fight. What does this say about not only you, but of Belfort as well?
Well, I mean, I was thinking about the exhibitions that we've seen. Doesn't do it for me. If I'm gonna get in the ring and sacrifice my life, let's go all in. And look, I have nothing against Belfort. I will never have anything against, his legacy. And I do have one thing to tell him is that we're gonna fucking beat the shit out of each other. He's gonna get some punches in, yeah, and they're gonna hurt. Maybe the next day and the following day. I mean, but it's gonna be fun. This is what I miss. You know, it's like I'm getting myself into this. I'm the one that loves this. I love this. So yeah, let's go.
Agustín?
Listo. Oscar, pues háblanos un poquito al respecto, ¿por qué regresar al boxeo? Háblanos un poquito al respecto y de tu oponente.
Primeramente por la pasión, por el amor. Extraño mucho el deporte. Es la razón. Yo creo que el hecho que me está dando motivación, el boxeo es mi vida, es todo, es mi todo. El boxeo me da la motivación para seguir viviendo, para seguir con el sacrificio de ser buena persona, de ser buen padre, de lo que sea. El boxeo me da todo, es mi aire que respiro. Digo, suena ridículo, pero es la verdad.
¿Has pensado en la familia, en los hijos? Para esta pelea es un poquito peligroso, ¿no? 47 años, Oscar.
No, 48.
Ay, perdón.
Pero sí es peligroso, sí es difícil, sí. No es una decisión fácil, pero la verdad que me siento como 20 y ha estado entrenando inteligentemente, con muchas ganas, pero la razón, la diferencia es que lo estoy haciendo por mí mismo, es todo. Obviamente por mis hijos, pero por mí mismo. Quiero yo hacer algo por mí mismo, porque yo siempre peleé por el mundo. Yo siempre he estado peleando para la gloria de la gente, del público, de esto. No, ahora yo estoy peleando por mí mismo, para hacerme yo contento.
Para sentir esa adrenalina, los golpes, te hace falta
Me hace falta que me peguen. Sí.
All right, Fight TV? Fight TV? Over here, right
You're
here?
world champion again. Do you think you can go the route of Bernard and replicate something like that?
I believe so.
Yeah.
I believe so. I think that with this mentality, with this mental strength that I have now, that is, it's with training smarter, with my motivation, just in life in general, it's a different route that I'm taking. It's like it's been literally Groundhog Day for me for many years, man, doing the same shit. And now it's like I'm taking a different route, and this route here, it's much easier. It's strenuous. It's hard. It's difficult for your body. It's tough at 48, but that different route, it's much easier. It's like, shit, why didn't I figure it out a long time ago? So the fact that George Foreman has done it, the fact that Bernard Hopkins has done it, like, hey, maybe it's my time.
All right, last question with Fight TV.
Pacquiao's 42. You're taking on a big challenge at 48, obviously, a former UFC champion, former legend, I want to say the youngest heavyweight champion in UFC history. What do you tell, kind of Manny Pacquiao at 42? Do you understand him as kind of, being a fighter and kind of just still wanting the biggest challenges there are out there?
Yeah, I mean, here you have Manny Pacquiao that's possibly going to run for president, but yet still he misses getting in the ring. He loves boxing. He loves what he does. He loves what brought him, the glory. That, of course I understand him. Of course he understands me. Of course, we do it because we love it. That's the bottom line.
Do you see him winning that fight against Spence?
I see it being a great fight, actually. Spence is a dangerous fighter who can figure you out. And not just because I went up against Pacquiao and he did what he did to me, but the footwork might be the difference in this fight. The footwork, meaning like he moves side to side, and when you see Manny Pacquiao with those big fucking calves, he's a dangerous fella, let me tell you.
All right, thank you. Last question, Fight TV, and then we gotta go.
Oscar, déjame ver si para Fight TV, por favor. Un enorme pay-per-view que va a poder ver la raza y que desde ya quiero que los invites a que lo compren, porque es la pelea de tu vida. Es una pelea para ti que te la dedicas tú solo.
Sí, no, es una pelea fuerte, difícil, un reto.
Claro.
Y nada, un mensaje también, un mensaje para todos que no importa qué estás viviendo, la edad, lo que sea. Si dedicas tu vida, si dedicas tu esfuerzo, tu mentalidad hacia un reto,
Sí.
un reto difícil, un reto fuerte, no significa que no es posible.
Claro.
Todo es posible en esta vida.
Una vez campeón, siempre campeón. Una vez guerrero, siempre guerrero.
Así es, y la verdad que extraño mucho, demasiado,
Claro.
el deporte. Y no sé, que me llamen loco o lo que sea, pero extraño que me peguen, extraño que los golpes en el cuadrilátero, la emoción de sentir eso es única.